Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you how I made this dress. It is beginner friendly and it doesn't require a lot of time and skills to make. If you'd like to see it, continue watching. To make this dress, I made use of 1 yard of black crepe fabric, 1.5 yards of the printed fabric. I also made use of an invisible zipper and 1 yard of lining. I started off by drafting my body's pattern from the shoulder line to the hip line. Then I went in to put the measurement of the neckline that I wanted, which was 3.5 inches by 3 inches. The next thing I did was to draw the sweetheart shape for the yoke. I took 2 inches above the arm side line and I just kind of used my curve and eyeballed the shape. And just drew a little sweetheart shape. Then I made a point 3 inches below my waistline, which is my high hip measurement, and coming down to the hip line, I took 2 inches below the hip line to form the V shape. And that point is about 10 inches from my waistline. Then I'm just going to join the 2 points together. That's it for the front pattern. Next, I went in to add seam allowance all around. Next, I worked on my back pattern, and while drafting it on my waistline, I went in by 1/2 inch before putting in my waist measurement, and so there's a slight curve at the back, and I did this to prevent the zip from bulging. Then, just as I did for the front pattern, I'm going to put in my neckline measurement for the back, which was 3.5 inches by 2 inches. Next, I went to draw in the yoke for the back, which was a straight line instead of a sweetheart neck, instead of a sweetheart shape like the front. Then I went to draw in the outline for the V shape, just like I did for the front, by dropping the measurement of my hip line and the waistline, and then connecting the 2 points. Now that I'm done with my pattern, I am just going to go around and put my seam allowance and zipper allowance for the center back. This is what the final pattern looks like for both the back and the front. And now I'm just going to go and cut it all out on the fabric. For the front, I cut out one piece on fold, adding half-inch allowance to the both sides to join them together. And same thing for the back, cut out 2 pieces for the back, also adding half-inch allowance to join it. And for the lining, I cut them out before separating the yoke from the main body of the pattern. Next, I joined the yoke to the body, and I'm just doing this by pinning down the middle first and just checking that that's exactly the middle. Then I'm going to pin the rest of it. Now, sewing this can be tricky depending on how deep your sweetheart shape is, but mine wasn't that deep, so it wasn't that hard to sew. And do the same thing for the back. Next, I'm going to turn the raw edge of the neckline using my lining. I'm just going to pin it all around and sew it. And I'm going to do the same thing for the back, except for the back I'm going to start from where the zipper is supposed to start from. I'm not going to sew the zipper allowance. Next, I'm going to make an under stitch on the lining to ensure it stays inside and not come out at the top. Then I join the front and back together, right sides together. Now I just opened up, separated the main fabric and the lining, and I'm going to join it separately using a straight line. After joining it, you would have a neat finish. You won't have any visible raw edge. Next, I joined the side seams together, and I joined the side seam of the fabric and the lining separately. After that, I attached the invisible zipper to the center back of just the main fabric. To attach the lining to the zipper, I'm going to turn it over like so, and I'm just going to sew up that piece of the neckline that I left open before. I'm going to sew it down straight, and I'm going to attach the lining straight down the zipper. After sewing it and turning it out, you should have a neat closure like this. Then I made a straight stitch to attach the main fabric to the lining at the bottom V. To get the length of the fabric that I'll use for the ruffles, I measured the length of the V, which turned out to be 20 inches, and then I multiplied it by 2.5. Then I cut out 2 pieces of fabric on fold for the ruffles, the length measuring 25.5 by 18 inches. To form the gathers, I made 2 parallel stitches using the longest stitch length on my machine. Now I'm just pinning together the center point of the main fabric and the pattern fabric. Then I'm going to take the loose ends of the bobbin thread and I'm going to start pulling it towards that center point. After gathering it, I try to make the gathers even and ensure that it fits the entire length. Once I'm done with one side, I'll go straight ahead to do the same thing for the other side and just pin it down. After working on the front, I just went ahead to do the same thing for the back. Now I'm just going to attach the 2 sides of the gathers, the gathering fabric, the fabric that I gathered. I'm going to attach the 2 sides together. Then I will attach the pinned gathers to the fabric. To hem the dress, I folded it twice and made a straight stitch. I already went ahead to prepare the sleeves. And finally, I attached the sleeves to the dress. That's it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and most importantly, subscribe. I'll see you in the next video.